Things that I like. I won't even go inside. We're going to go through 7 things that are really important to look at, and this walkthrough will save you time and money. Roof lines and shingles, very important. So when you're doing your walkthrough, take a quick look up and really look at, does the roof look like it? Ridges look tight, the shingles aren't curled, everything looks uniform, you don't see a lot of waviness. You just don't want to see things that look like sagging for sure, where maybe there's structural issues. And if you do start to see stuff like that, you might want to look inside the attic to see if there's maybe some soft spots, maybe a failed truss, things like that. Those things can cause money and they can cause a lot of issues down the road. Number 2, siding and your wall flatness. You want to do these walkthroughs with daylight. You can see any kind of inconsistencies, waving, bulging, those kind of things are really important to look at. Take a walk around the house. If you're seeing that kind of stuff, everything should look tight. Joints should be tight. Everything should be nice and consistent. If you see a lot of waviness, that's an indication that it was a poorly installed. Even go up to the siding and just give it a little movement horizontally, because you do want a little bit of play in there, just for some expansion, contraction. And this is more important with darker siding. It seems to be a little more not forgiving for that. Do yourself a favor, look at that, because a sloppy install can cause you a lot of issues. Number 3, the windows and the trim. So just go up to the window, see the flashing, consistent, your edging's all in place, caulking, it looks like it's there in uniform, and just a tight install, and that's really important. And of course, this is all exterior that you're looking at, and that's probably one of the most important ones right there is your exterior walkthrough. And once again, look at your drip flashings. Number 3, in window and your trim. You want to make sure that the trims are all in place, your caulking looks nice and clean, all your joints are coming in nice so water's not getting in behind into the wall. And the other thing you do want to look at is your sills are sloping away from the window. You want everything shedding away, because once water starts finding its way, that's a problem. And it is common, so keep an eye out for that. Number 4, foundation and grading. This was really important. So make sure when you're walking up to the house, everything looks like it's sloping away. You can really see that when you're out from the street. You can see everything is grading away, and that's really important. And your driveway, make sure that's sloping back to the road. You don't want that pulling back. If there's a garage, pulling back into the garage, and I've seen that a lot. So look at that, but also when I'm talking grading, your eaves troughing, your downspouts, and make sure they're channeling the water away from the house. Once again, if that starts pooling up against the foundation, that can create a lot of problems. I grew up in a house that actually had no eaves troughs, so the water would come off the roof down to the side of the house, build up, freeze thaw, started causing huge issues and a lot of money and a lot of damage. So keep an eye out for that. Your soffit and venting is your 5th one. Definitely look at that. Make sure there is soffit and venting. Older homes, a lot of times, they just lack that. And you really want to make sure you got airflow going into the attic, and that's one of the main ways it does get through it. But also pieces missing, inconsistencies. You want to make sure, first of all, you're not getting rodents coming in there. Don't want missing pieces for that reason. But you also want to make sure that the elements and the air is flowing. And number 6, transitions and penetrations. Anywhere where you have a penetration coming through your wall, like a hose bib, lighting, they're not obstructed, damaged. Keep an eye out for that. That's really important. It's often overlooked, but it can cause you a lot of issues down the road. Anything that's going through the wall, make sure it's properly caulked, properly flashed out, so the water's not coming back into the wall. Your siding on your building is just there to protect. So the more protection you give it with caulking or flashing and that, it's just going to keep the moisture out. Moisture will get in at times, but a good wall system will shed it, and that's the purpose of it. Do a quick walkthrough, look at all the different penetrations for your furnace, all those things. Make sure everything looks tight and clean. And number 7, and this one you can look outside but also inside, and that's your windows. And if it looks blurry or foggy from the outside, most windows are double or triple pane. What happens with a failed unit is moisture is getting inside, and as moisture build up, it starts to look foggy, like I said, and you've lost your argon fill or whatever. It's a failed unit, which is a problem. You will have to replace it. But if it does look foggy and inconsistent from the outside, when you're inside, it looks like moisture usually where you can wipe it, but you can't. And that's called a fail unit. These things can happen in new homes. I've seen actually new homes that have poor grading that has settled prior to even taking a possession. And that causes a lot of problems. Come visit my website at scottgrozelle.com.